In any given moment in life, we can operate from two different states of being. The first state I call contraction state, or contraction states, because there's different states. They are characterized by operating from stress, operating from anxiety, operating from fear, not wanting to collaborate, having self-doubt, having doubts about the future or the things that we can do or that we're doing. And the second state is called what I call the expansion state, or the expansion states, because there's actually different varieties, where we're joyful, where we're calm, where we're confident, where we're present, and where we feel powerful and we feel super optimistic about everything that's coming in our lives. And both these states, usually they're super random. But the thing is that we can actually actively influence these states, and we can actively influence how long we stay in expansion states and how long we stay in contraction states. I want to give you the two steps that are needed, the two fundamental skills that are needed in order to live more from an expansion state and actually cultivate this expansion state in your life. So the first step that we need to cultivate, the first skill we need to cultivate, is awareness. And in neuroscience, this is called cognitive awareness. It means that I'm aware of my thoughts, emotions, physical pains, where I am in the room and all of that, so that I'm aware of what I'm actually doing, thinking, and feeling. This is super, super important to cultivate this, because without being aware of this, we cannot change anything, right? So the first step is creating cognitive awareness around what you're doing, how you're thinking, how you're feeling. So right now, just do a little check-in. What are you thinking about right now? What are you feeling right now? This creates cognitive awareness, and this actually teaches your system to do that more automatically. The second step that we need to cultivate, the second skill, big skill that we need to cultivate, is regulating our nervous system. And there are many modalities that do nervous system regulation. But the most fundamental thing, the centerpiece, so to say, is that we bring a stressful situation which is triggered by old memories. So when we experience something in our life in a particular moment, then our brain picks out old memories and attaches it to that situation. And then the same emotions get released from our limbic system that we used to feel when we first felt this situation, right? So when we were, for example, young children, and we only got good feedback when we were really bringing home good grades, or when we did well in sports or something like that, then our limbic system learned that we need to perform in order to get approval and be loved. And whenever we didn't perform, it sent out stress hormones because the brain didn't get what it wants, which is approval, love, connection. So these stressful hormones and neurotransmitters, we have to bring them into connection inside of ourselves with a harmonious way of being, with connecting, with loving neurotransmitters and hormones, which is oxytocin, for example, and serotonin. And these two are the main neurotransmitters that we have to bring into contact with the stress hormones like dopamine, acetylcholine, cortisol, and all of the other substances that are in our blood system whenever a stressful situation or a fearful situation gets triggered. And this is the fastest way to really living from expansion states, because when we get to bring those hormones, those neurotransmitters into our system together with the stress hormones, our brain learns that pathway. When we do that more and more often through repetitions of actually cultivating this kind of expansion state, then our brain learns to build resilience and to actually return to this expansion state faster and faster and faster. For example, doing it on a daily basis to cultivate a calm and confident container for the stressful situations can really bring you over time, a lot of improvement so that you cultivate the expansion state on a daily basis. If you found this video really helpful for yourself, then make sure to share it with somebody who can benefit from that as well. Like the video and follow the channel for more information about how you can cultivate a joyful, fulfilling life that feels amazing and will operate from this expansion state.